Good morning, everyone. My name is Nicole Trom from Nicole Trom Yoga, and you're watching Breathe with me. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It is Monday. It's a new week here in Southwest Florida. Well, at least for my school, my daughter starts school next week, so it's kind of like the countdown of things, hopefully. I'm excited to share with you today. We're talking about healthy habits. This is something that's very close to me lately. It's something that I've been working on, and I'm working on with my students. And this idea of creating healthy habits doesn't mean that we beat ourselves up over it, but we allow ourselves to bring in space so that we can do things that make us feel good and support where we're at. I know a lot of people right now are feeling a little unaccomplished. I'm one of those sometimes. I feel like I'm not doing enough, right? And then I think about, well, I'm getting up at this time and I'm doing this, and this. And we forget sometimes that the things that we're already doing are supporting us, right? So we can think about those things that we're doing already that support us, and then bring in some more things that are more supportive that help to allow us to grow and to feel more comfortable. So I want you to take a moment here to pause and just breathe. And with your eyes closed, just allow yourself to feel your breath moving in and out through your nose, through your mouth. Big inhales. Big exhales. That's it. Just take a few moments here. Let your shoulders relax. Feel your hips release. Give yourself a little bit of space here to just be. It's Monday morning, checking in, breathing, connecting, and think about some of the things that you do every day. I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and we were talking about how she feels unaccomplished, and really she's doing a ton of things that are, getting her through. And I think sometimes we need to remind ourselves that we're doing a good job. So remind yourself right now that you're doing a good job, that you're doing the best with what you have. And from there, think about all the little things that you do. Taking care of your family, cooking, cleaning, doing your work from home or doing your work in a different way, dealing with your children at home, all these things, planning for the next few months. All these things are things that you need to do, and they are accomplishments. They are things that you can be proud of and happy of. And then think about the things that you're doing for yourself right now. Hopefully, I posted something yesterday on my group, what are you doing for self-care? And hopefully you're thinking about those things that you can do to support you. With your eyes closed, just breathe, think about it, right? And if you can't think of anything, think of something that you'd like to do that would make you feel good. Maybe like take a bath, right? Go for a walk. I FaceTime with your friend. All these little things, they're little things, but they support us and they allow us to really be comfortable, more comfortable in our skin, more comfortable in our really, really awkward situation right now, right? Good. And now we're going to bring in a little bit of movement and a little bit of breath. So as you come back up through seated, you can start by moving around in slow circles. I'm going to scoot back a little. Moving yourself around and around, feeling your hips releasing down, feeling your spine nice and tall. That's it. And then move in the opposite direction. So just coming around and around again, feeling yourself releasing, your spine lengthening. That's it. Good. And then bring your arms up, bring your elbows up to shoulder height. We're going to inhale to the right and exhale to the left. So just moving side to side, bringing a little bit of movement into the side body, into the low back, into the back of the kidneys. Good. Let's go a few more times here. You can go a little faster if you want. So you can inhale and then exhale. Just creating a little bit of energy here, a little bit of space. Perfect. And then as you come back up through center, we're going to do a little bit of massage and tapping this morning. So we'll start here with some tapping of the collarbones. Your collarbones here, right along the upper part of your chest, right in the upper corner here. And you're just going to tap. Now, if that tapping feels like maybe you're not feeling it today, you can also do little massages, like little half moon massages. I'm going to do tapping. I want a little energy this morning. I want to feel a little more alive. So just tapping and starting to activate the nervous system, activate our immune system, getting things to start to clear out and creating a little more energy. So just doing that tapping here. Doesn't have to be hard, but enough to feel it. Letting yourself breathe. It's also very calming when I do this. I don't know. It feels really good to my nervous system. And then we'll take a couple breaths and just kind of notice how that feels. That's it. Now I'm going to move my necklace out of the way. We're going to tap our breastbone now. And our breastbone right here, it's kind of where the top of those ribs connect, right in the center of the chest. And as you're tapping here, right behind there is our thymus gland. And this is the gland that helps us to fight infection, to fight disease. Right? So as we're tapping here, we're boosting that. You can breathe into that space. Start to activate some goodness in your body, in your breath, in your life. That's it. Let's tap a few more. Good. And then we'll come in and do a little massage. So now we're going to start with a little sinus massage. I like to use 1 or 2 fingers here and just gently move away from the center of the face. Feeling that movement, making your face look a little weird, right? Just moving. If you're having allergies right now, I know I am, a lot of people are right now, this is a really tight spot for a lot of us. So what we're doing is we're just clearing out some of that fluid, draining out some things. If you're having headaches, this is a good thing to do. And you can just kind of work with some gentle pressure away from the center, off to the sides. Good. And then take your hands and do the same thing right above your eyebrows. So you can go above. If you want, you can kind of work your way into the temples and make little half moons. Just coming up and around and up and around. Let's do one more like that. So coming up and around. That's it. All right, now this next one's a little weird, but it does feel really good, and it's a really energizing thing. I'm going to hold my bangs back a little because we're going to go into our hair. So what we're going to do is you're going to bring your hands right here into the center of your forehead, press down, and then just gently pull apart a little bit. So pressing down and pulling apart. If you're feeling stuck in your brain or in your mind or in your thoughts, this is a good one to bring in. Do a couple in the forehead. And then what we'll do is we're going to bring it all the way up towards where our skull, where our hairline is on our skull. And then just start to do it like that. So you might have to kind of move around your hair a little bit. Just kind of pulling it apart. Going to the center and pull it apart. Working your way up through the top of the head. Sometimes I like to just press and like wiggle a little to get a little sensation there, and then pull it apart. Center and pulling apart, and just starting to wake things up to feel a little bit more alive in our body. That's it. And just bringing it all the way down through the back of the head, through into the back of the neck. Oh, that feels good. All right, and then we got to fix our hair. And what we'll do now is we're going to come in and do a little bit of movement and breath now. So we're going to come up to standing. So as you come up to standing, you can come and stand by your chair. You can have the seat of your chair facing you. Okay, and what we'll do is we're just going to start by stretching our hands, bringing our hands back behind us, and rolling the shoulders onto the back. So just do a few like that. Feel your belly pulling in. Feel those shoulders rolling back. That's it. And then step your feet a little wider than your hips. Bring your hands back as you inhale and lift your chest. So another energizing pose here. And as you exhale, you can bow forward. Okay, so inhale coming up. You don't have to go as far as me, lifting the chest. Good, try and keep a bend in your elbows as you bow forward. That's it. Let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale, opening your heart, extending those arms down. Big exhale as you stretch forward. Last round, big inhale. That's it. Good. And exhale. And then as you come out of this one, you can release your hands and either bring your hands to the seat of your chair or down to the floor, depending on where you're at this morning in your body. And we'll step the legs apart a little bit wider now and just start to reach the hips back. So big inhale and big exhale as you bow in. Inhaling, stretching long, exhaling as you bow. One more time. That's it. And we're going to stay leaning forward. So maybe you're going to keep your hands on your chair, and maybe you can bring your hands to the floor. Let your head release here, and then just rock side to side, bending into one knee, straightening the other leg. So remember, if you can't touch the floor, use your chair. Give yourself some space here. Let's do 2 more times to each side. So right and left, right and left. Good. And then take your time as you walk yourself back up and come back to your seat. So as you come back to your seat now, you can sit up nice and tall and just notice how you're feeling after that movement, after that breath, and see how that feels. So as you close your eyes and sit up nice and tall, just begin now to check back in. You can breathe in and breathe out. If you want, you can even bring your hand to your heart, feeling that connection to your own energy. Allowing yourself to feel that nice slow inhale and that nice slow exhale. That's it. Reminding yourself that what you're doing right now is enough. Who you are right now is enough. We have to start from there. Feel your shoulders softening away from your ears. Feel your hips as they release down. Remind yourself that you are worthy of this time to take care of yourself, this time that you can pause and breathe. You're worthy of self-love and self-support. You can even do it in the form of an affirmation. You can say, I am worthy. I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of support. I'm worthy of rest. All these things that come into how we create and sustain our healthy habits. Acknowledging the things that we're doing right now that are good, right? And then bringing in things that support us more. Good. I'm going to show you our little habit tracker if you're interested in doing some more healthy habits. This is my healthy habit tracker. There we go. Okay. Obviously, I slacked off on this last few days. But what I did this for July, right? So I have a new one that I started. This one, I picked some things that I'm doing already that I just wanted to track. And the goal isn't to do them every single day, right? The goal is to be able to find ways that you can bring things in, right? And maybe say, I'm going to do this 2 times a week or 3 times a week, right? And just check it off, right? You can make little goals for it. But thinking about things that are supportive, not restrictive. I mean, I know it's nice sometimes to restrict. I know someone told me that they're not going to have sweets, right? They were tracking the days that they don't have sweets. But we want to stay away from too much restriction, but maybe thinking about like, what could you swap out for that, right? So finding different things that you'd like to do. If you want this habit tracker, I have it available on my website for free. So you can go on to NicoleTromYoga.com and download it. It's a great little tool. I think it's also a really cool thing to do with kids. I actually was thinking last night, I'm going to print one out for Mac and see if we can do it together, because I think that's a nice thing to do as a family. So feel free to log in on there, NicoleTromYoga.com, and you can print this out. And it'll be fun. We're going to share them over on Instagram and on Facebook. And I have some giveaways for people that participate, and also for all of those that want to do the yoga for this month. So this month we're going to track our yoga for those of you that are taking my yoga classes, and the people that take the most classes will get a prize. So all these great things. So this is something that we can start to incorporate. We're going to talk about more different healthy habits. So that tapping and that self-massage, that's a healthy habit, right? It brings in more energy. It brings in more immunity, and we want all those things. So as we move through this week, we'll explore that a little bit more. So I just wanted to say that for your courageousness today, for your showing up, I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll be back tomorrow around 7 a.m. So feel free to share this. I put this on my personal page, so it is shareable. You can hit the share button and just post to your page. That way your friends that maybe aren't friends with me can experience this. So hopefully you have a great Monday, and I will see you soon. I have class this evening at 7 p.m. It's a restore class. Super chill. For those of you that haven't done yoga before, it's a really great way to try it out. We lay on the floor most of the time, and it's a great way to get your body relaxed and get a really great night's sleep. So I hope to see you soon. Namaste.